The next variation on part 2 of warm-ups allows us to stretch in a different way. So the first thing you'll do is go ahead in the same way we started the others, which is separate one foot from the other so you have a nice wide stance. Except this time your forward foot is facing to the left and your other foot is facing towards the front. You take your arms out and your gaze follows your left side. You're going to push your torso towards the left, then back to center, then pull back to the right, taking your back hand to attach to the back of your back leg and reaching your opposite hand nice and tall. Your gaze follows your higher hand. Then you go ahead and this time we'll reverse the process by pulling back to the right side, then back to the center, then pushing forward to the left. This time you may place your elbow on the space between your knee and your hip, or if you're ready, you can go ahead and straighten your hand, and that way you've got from fingertip to fingertip ground to the sky, keeping your chest nice and open. Then you go ahead and turn both feet towards the front and reach down to touch in between your feet. If you can't touch, just hang heavy. And then what you're going to do is you're going to then reach up through your legs towards the back. Hold that stretch for a moment. And then reach down towards the front, but don't transfer weight onto your hands. Push your hips further back. And then take right hand to right leg, left hand to left leg. And go ahead and have your hands to your hips, stand yourself up nice and tall, and then turn your right leg out so that way you've got the same stance but in reverse that you began with. And then arms out, make sure they're nice and parallel, nice and straight. And then go ahead and you can push forward to the right and then back to the center, pull back to the left, back arm to back leg, and look nice and tall with that opposite hand. And then restore to that parallel line, pulling back to the left, pushing forward to the right this time. Your elbow can reach the space between your knee and your hip on your right side, or you can, of course, extend it down. Just make sure your chest is nice and open. Don't collapse that hand. Go ahead and turn your feet towards the front and reach down. If your hands are hanging heavy instead of touching the floor, that's totally fine. Reach up through your legs. And then once you've held that stretch for a minute, reach down stage. In the video, that's really upstage. Then go ahead and have right hand to right leg, left hand to left leg, head hanging down to the center. Take your hands to your hips, pull up nice and tall. Then you can heel toe your way in, or you can just push off of one leg so that you are